Okay, continuing on with HTML elements. So far in my HTML document, I have an H1, I have a P tag, I also have an A tag. A means action, by the way, and the action tag is a link to Google. If I were to actually move my cursor over this, you'll see down in the bottom of the screen, you can see that it would link to google.com. So that would be hyperlink. Notice that the hyperlink has its own default appearance. This default appearance, again, is from the browser styles. So if I wanted to override that, I could override that with the style sheets. So anything that we do here will affect the way that this looks. So let's continue. We have a header. We're using an H1. If you wanted to, we could use other level headings. And then we have a paragraph tag. One other thing that we could add here is an image. So to add an image, I'll just go down a line here. I'm going to add a tag called IMG. IMG is short for image. And then we need to give it a source equals, and then in quotes, we'll need to supply that image. And then we also, with images, we want to give it an alt text. If the image isn't available, or for screen readers, we want people to be able to, if their images are turned off, to know what the intent was there. I don't have the image chosen yet, so I'm just going to just put in blank, and then you can close this tag with the /. Now this is a self-contained tag. Notice that it's different from this tag in that I need a closing tag like this. Whereas this one itself, I don't need an opening image tag and a closing image tag. The image tag is a self-contained tag, and it can close itself with this / at the end. Now you notice that I'm getting a blank image here, and I'm also seeing the alt text. So it's showing me the alt text, and that it's showing me this default broken image. So how would I get an image on here? There's a free image site called Unsplash. Unsplash.com, and you can get free images here. So what I can do is I can right click again and choose copy image address, go into the image tag, and if I copy and paste this in, you'll see the image. Now the image is huge. Now images are not block level elements, even though you would think that they would be. So if I were to put a paragraph right next to this, so if I go down a line and I put a paragraph here and I say, this is an image of a duck, and I close that paragraph element, let's see where it goes. And you can see here, it's going underneath. So it is going underneath here. And that could be because I have this on. But essentially it's going under. Now, how can you control the size of this image? So you can control it with width and height values that you can put inside of the image tag. But since we usually control everything with with CSS, we would want to put it in here. So if I target the image tag and I give it a width of, let's say, 300, you should see that it sizes. Now the height, I can just set to auto, and it'll just automatically size that. Okay, so we've looked at some HTML elements. We've looked at how to put them on the page, but there's no way that right now we haven't talked about ways to order these items on the page. In one of the previous examples, we saw that the div was centered on the page, but everything is stacked over here on the left. It starts in the left, top left-hand corner, and it goes down the page. And that's the HTML structure as it is, and that's also the CSS. But as we move forward, what we're going to see is different ways that we control how the items on the page can be arranged. Like, for example, let's say I want the duck to be over here, and I want the text to be on the left, or something like that. How would we do that? So there's a bunch of different ways to do that. There's old methods, and then there's newer methods, and we'll get more into that as we go.